Welcome to session 31 of EOS. We are getting straight back into it with a recap. Whoever does the recap gets an inspiration for the session. Who wants to do a recap this week?
Woohoo! I will do the recap. Woohoo!
Okay.
Woohoo! Hello everyone, it's me, the recap queen. I'm here to deliver your weekly recap. Last session we fought a dragon. That was pretty cool. We had an encounter with I believe it was like a lunar. Sorry, Dex is writing in the side chat. I believe it was a young lunar dragon is the technical name for it.
It was indeed.
It was indeed a young lunar dragon. During the fight, everyone had some really cool, fight encounters. Kaiden, what's the word? Ball and chained a guy of a dragon, hit him with those WWE rules, and just we basically still chaired the dragon and it died. And we killed, what was the slave? Not the slave. What was he called? Slave of the... You muted yourself twice.
Slave of the Executioner.
Yeah, Slave of the Executioner. We kicked his ass. And then, coming down from the high of defeating the evil that was this dragon, we encountered Kaiden's mother in the grove. The party, not really knowing of the occurrence that was the unfortunate timely death of Kaiden's mother, we're all a little bit confused in the encounter, and seeing Kaiden so filled with rage as he kind of walked up to his own mum. Zani seemed to be under some kind of trance, and as Kaiden, I guess, screamed insults at this creature in a language that none of us understood, just cast it's not Word of Death. What the fuck is it called?
Power kill.
And Kaiden just collapsed. Lyre tried to perform a counterspell, which one off with an inspiration, just missing. And with Kaiden collapsing, the party gathered together to try and bring him back from death. In an almost very ritualistic sense, with Kaiden's sister assisting us, we all came together to say our little prayers and to try and convince Kaiden to come back from the state of undeath. We were successful in bringing our big burly ball man back from the death. But we did have to watch as this form of the Slave of the Executioner left with Zani. All coming back together, kind of coming down from our... I'm 5, leave me alone! Coming down from our high of saving Kaiden. Kaiden encountered, or I guess he came up to the tree that's within the grove, and he was able to perform this druidic magic to lock the tree in a form of stasis, which will be very handy for us moving forward as we try to, I guess, stabilize what is currently going on with the Voiceless Grove and with Svarli. And yeah, we all kind of got back together. Oh, and we found Arvi after Arvi stabbed Iris in the ribs. Well, it wasn't Arvi, it was the Executioner, but he was parading, and yeah, it was a really bad recap, but I think I got everything, so cool.
That wasn't bad. No, that okay. Take your inspiration. Okay, woo-hoo! So last we left off, you were speaking with Iris and Arvi. Baylor was inspecting what is left of this dragon. It's still just laying in the grove. It's just this massive fucking white shimmering corpse. And Kaiden's a little sort of frazzled, I suppose, from performing this magic in the way that he did. Almost superpowered by Lyre's magic that he gave to him to help bring him back from the dead.
That's right, I'm out of spell slots, aren't I?
You are totally out of spell slots.
Yeah, Foundry reset it, sorry.
Ah.
Shall remove them now.
What are you guys up to? You're just kind of standing there in awe, staring, or what are you doing?
Lyre's just gonna sit down, I think, and just sort of look around, see what state the grove is in, make sure everyone's okay. Sort of just like grip his spell book and just look at it a little bit.
Duncan, what's up?
I'm looking around. I've gained jade awareness, as some would say. In front of me, I see on the token on the map is the young enthralled lunar dragon. What is the state of the corpse? Is it still there or is it gone?
It's still there. It's definitely seen better days, because it is dead. It's been kind of chunked up in some areas and is still relatively pristine in others.
Can I make a general insight check to see? Okay, sorry, this is the opposite of your mirror. I'm monster hunting this bitch. Is there anything I can get from this guy? Just like favor this.
I'd say roll me a nature check. See if there's like a prime area on this creature that you can start peeling shit off. Kaiden.
If Kaiden sees this, can he come and like just start helping? I mean, he's used to like carving stuff up. So.
You can roll again at advantage if you'd like.
I'm so hard.
Okay, 22. So with the 22, you and Kaiden are beginning to kind of like inspect this corpse. You're definitely able to get some scales off of this thing, like no trouble at all. With a bit of work, you'd probably be able to skin it, and make something out of almost like it's scaled hide. You'd probably be able to make something out of that. It seems that Baylor's also looking over it with the intention of using this for materials. Roll me a d20, Jade.
Right? I'm pretty sure this is dead. 14.
Okay, 14. So you are able to almost like pull from its neck. It's got a series of kind of plates that move like down the joint, and you're able to get like one or two of those off in good condition. So you've got a few plates, a few scales, and some hide.
Can I get like, for the sake of not for like material wise, could I get a teeth? A tooth?
Yeah, you can take some teeth. So the teeth are like obsidian black, and bigger than your fingers. And you've got pretty big fingers because you're quite a big dude. So you've got
big
fangs, maybe sitting at like this size. That are they're almost like they're quite shiny. But when they're covered, they're so black it just looks like a gap in space.
I'm gonna take the teeth. I don't know how many I can grab, but I know the first one I'm getting, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna look over at Kaiden, who's been helping me, and I'm gonna just sort of take a look at the teeth. Here you go. Hands on the teeth over.
Oh, thank you. Do you not want any of the teeth?
Oh, spoils go well. Spoils are shared, and you know, this is for good luck. Maybe you need a bit better luck.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It could be.
Appreciate it.
Seems
Well,
like a good idea.
we could maybe decide what we want to do with it together after.
Yeah. I'll just place this here for everyone to take a look at,
Yeah.
just so.
Oh, sorry
Did my
about
part.
kicking you. Earlier.
Oh, no, that's fine. You did me a solid. I'll just make sure to
Yeah, I just
return the favor.
I was trying to wait. I didn't want you getting. I maybe kicked a bit hard because I was in a rush. So.
Don't need to apologize at all, but for the sake of feels the rib going forward, you're forgiven
Appreciate that.
for now. Joking.
Jade, roll me a d6. We'll see how many teeth you manage to get.
Oh, please, pretty please. I don't play a selfish character anymore.
You got
That's
two.
fitting. 2
Motifs.
teeth.
You got 2 teeth.
2 fangs, like Zani's daggers. On your song.
Rest in peace, Zani.
She's not dead.
Sometimes I can still hear her voice. Stop telling people I am dead.
Stop killing my family.
It's like she's still here.
Oh my god. What is this place?
2 teeth. 2 heights.
Oh, I should level up. I'll do that.
85 scales.
I have a question. Will I notice if Bela gets any, or am I the only one that gets stuff?
You're looking. Bayla's not like actively trying to take anything off it at the moment. She seems to just mostly be looking this thing over.
It's a big dragon.
Hmm.
And Bayla's very small. Bayla's about 4 foot.
Would you say the throwable?
Durable. What?
Throwable. Throw.
Throwable.
Oh, what the fuck?
Throwable. I mean, yeah. Bayla seems like the type that she'd probably enjoy that as well. She'd be up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Cool.
you fucking baseball at an enemy, and she'd have a great time.
Okay. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm doing.
Sinza, what are you up to?
Hello. Sinza is probably just standing watching as things are happening. A lot happened. So she's just processing. She's probably a little cloudy in the eyes. As she's just observing, maybe head kind of on a swivel a little bit, just keeping an eye out. Just watching over the group. She's just keeping to herself a little bit as she watches over them.
You feel a hand slip into yours, and a gentle squeeze. And Iris kind of looks up at you. You okay?
Are you okay?
That's a big question.
Yeah.
I've been better.
Sinza, still holding her hand, is just going to very gently kind of lead her away from the group, just so the conversation's maybe hushed a little bit.
And to move away.
Mm-hmm. Actually, can I? This may be a weird question. Do I have enough knowledge to, I guess, now assume what had happened to Kaiden's mother, and that version wasn't Kaiden's mum? I guess because we weren't told, so I don't want to just assume. We can roleplay this if you want. I'm happy to do that.
Roll me an insight check and see what you see where we're at.
Damn, my insight is cracked. Fuck. 10.
10. Okay. I mean, Saoirse was definitely acting out of character when you saw her. The fact that she walked off with Zani, and Zani didn't seem really herself The fact that Kaiden was so aggressive towards 𝘏𝘪, something's not lining up there. But you're not quite able to figure out why. Yeah, Iris looks pretty miserable.
Yeah. Sinza just kind of places her hands on either sides of Iris's shoulders. Everything that happened with 𝘏𝘪 and with Zani, I just feel like I'm a little out of the loop in terms of understanding. The way she was acting was out of character.
Did Kaiden not say anything?
We haven't really talked. Did something happen?
Mother passed away this morning.
I'm so sorry.
You watch as she kind of... You can see her trying to keep her expression stony. Kind of the same way that she was with Kaiden. She was just trying to be the bigger sister. But her lip quivers. It's fine.
Sinza moves her hand to just the back of her head and kind of pulls her just to her chest, just to hold her for a moment.
She wraps her arms around you, just kind of stays there for a little bit. It's fine. It's been a long time coming.
I'm so sorry, Iris.
That's 𝘏𝘪𝘧𝘵𝘮 to you. She kind of moves her head back and smiles. I suppose. But no, that was not Mother. I don't know what that thing was.
From, I guess, our understanding of the executioner is it's a being that can change its form. What stabbed you wasn't 𝘏𝘰𝘮𝑒, it was this being. So I think it took the form of your mother to do so. And to do what it did. And it took Zani.
Okay. So what now? What do we do now? We have to find Zani. I'm not leaving her with that thing.
It threatened to kill her if we made chase. I wish I could be the one to tell you what to do in this scenario, but I don't know, Iris.
I need a bit of time to think over our options. And you need some time to recover. All of you.
Sinza looks down at her bruised ribs.
I think it would be smart for you to take Mr. Duncan with you.
Oh, he seems capable enough, and we share interests. It sounds like he knows 𝘏𝘪𝘨, which is a name that I've heard a few times now, so it might be something to have a conversation with him about.
Take this evening to relax as much as you can. I'll try and figure something out. I'll try and do that. As she kind of straightens herself up a little.
If there's anything I can do, just let me know, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Of course.
And she kind of leans up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Kind of ruffles some of your fur. And then kind of heads off back to her house. in order to try and sort of start piecing together what to do next. Duncan, what's up?
Can I dungeon meshy this dragon?
You want to eat it?
I want to eat parts of it if it's okay. Like, I just want to know if it's okay. Like, gosh, I'm trying something new. Fuck.
Can we harvest a bit of it first?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like obviously, obviously after. Listen, I'm playing a team player now. Okay, I just want to.
Sorry, I'm just having flashbacks. My apologies.
It's okay. No worries. Can I sneak some of them? I'm joking.
Give me her.
I mean, with the survival check, you're probably be able to tell whether or not this meat would be edible.
Eat it, turn into a black hole.
Do I need to roll another one, or is it?
Yeah, roll me a survival check, please. $17. Okay. Given that this thing stepped out of the astral sea, it's probably not recommended. You could probably eat it. Most other people probably couldn't.
That's perfect for me. That's fine.
Just gonna fucking slice it like a gammon.
I'll wait till, like, I think Duncan, after like taking the parts that are probably can be used for materials, I think he'll wait until everyone does something before he does anything. He doesn't want to overstep.
Oh, what are you up to?
Oh, while everyone's sort of looking at the dragon, can I go to the slave of the executioner?
You can indeed. I'll make his body visible for you.
Thank you.
So you can... it's this guy. If it wants to play nice. Oh, is it because I have... Yeah, here you go. There he is. Corpse.
Two things. Do I recognize this Yuan-Ti?
Roll me a history check.
11 plus 9, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. They were maybe a couple of years older than you from 𝘞𝘰𝘭𝘥.
Were they a sorcerer?
Yes.
Where's his book?
You look him over. Oops, I did not mean to click that. You look him over. You're not able to find a book on him. You are able to find something else, which is a strange kind of looking circlet that sits across his crown, that is underneath the helmet, that has almost like a thin black fabric that sort of sits across his shoulders and around his neck.
Put that in my bag for now.
Okay.
Can I grab his whip?
You can indeed. You have a look at the whip.
What does it look like?
It is plated. So when the whip is not quite not out, it's almost like separated sections of blade.
Mm-hmm.
But when it kind of is flicked, the sections all kind of separate. So it's like a chain blade.
Yeah. Just gonna look at that, and then look over at Kaiden. Put it in his
What
bag.
languages can you read?
Oh, let me tell ya. Common, abyssal, draconic, primordial, and undercommon.
Draconic?
Yeah.
Written on the blade are draconic letters.
On the whip?
On the whip. On sections of, on each section of the blade has sort of these terms carved into the metal in draconic. And they read executioner in sequence.
Okay. Does he have anything else on him? Any money, any letters, notes, scribbles, anything?
Find 300 gold on this person.
Damn. Okay.
Doesn't seem to have any notes. Nothing really in terms of things on his person of interest that you haven't already picked up.
Okay. Lyre's gonna sit down next to the body and place the circlet and the whip down. He's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out a pearl, and he's gonna take his trident and, like, sitting down, it's a bit bigger than him, but he's like drawing scribbles into the ground with his trident, just holding it. And I'm going to ritually cast Identify on these items. So I'll take 20 minutes to ritually cast Identify on these things.
Okay, if you give me just a second.
If you just want to send through the
talk amongst yourselves, because I've got to make a few adjustments to something. But I will do that.
Don't you nerf my stuff. Don't you nerf.
I'll see if Kaiden notices.
I saw your faces when I started sharing stuff. You fucking bastard.
Yeah, who the fuck are you? The fuck?
I'm fucking not. You made that's clear.
I got you a tooth. Who the fuck are you?
Since we'll bimble back over to Duncan and Kaiden, just gonna look at what they're doing. What are you two up to?
Kaiden's helping harvest at the moment. So he's probably like trying to help cut off chunks of meat and get to the bone with migraine.
I think as you're doing that, Kaiden, you're gonna hear just like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Look." He's gonna take one of the. I'm gonna say like,
No.
before he gave you the teeth, he's gonna put it on and be like, "Hey, look, I'm a vampire. I glitter."
Kill him. Kill the fish.
Okay. So whilst you are, I've put them in your inventory, but whilst you're casting Identify, you are able to identify the circlet as a Wraith's circlet. Whilst wearing the circlet in dim light or darkness, you can move through creatures as if they were difficult terrain, regardless of their size, and you have advantage on stealth checks. If you end your turn in another creature's space, you get shunted back out. But there are... This is one of a set. This is just the circlet. If you get lots of them, then you can get better effects with this sort of item.
Is the executioner wearing the rest? Because I'll don that armor.
You don't know. He was wearing the circlet only on the slave, and the weapon is called the Executioner's Lunar Chainblade, and it is when you roll 20 on an attack roll, every creature of your choice within 5 feet of that target takes cold damage. You get a +3 bonus to attacks and damage rolls, and it does 3d6 damage based on the breath weapon, which would be cold.
The price of it, too.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Whether or not you'll find somebody who can actually pay that
Afford
is
that,
a
yeah.
different matter.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem. Anything you guys are doing? Or are you just kind of resting up for the night, getting some meat off of this thing?
I think Kaiden is going. Sorry. Yeah, I think Kaiden is mainly doing that, helping to get the meat. If they can get any bones, maybe get some bones out of it. and kind of gather up anything that's like unusable parts, too damaged or burnt, whatever's left of this thing by the end of it, and kind of gather it up and keep it around the tree for like, so that it can like just go back into
Mulch.
the earth and mulch essentially. Hopefully it has some good nutrients for the grove. Say a couple prayers, and then kind of see what the party's doing at that point.
I
The
will
token
make this
getting
thing's-
mulched.
Can I make it slightly less visible? Opacity? Yes, I can. So it's there. Wrapped around the base of the tree, almost like it's sleeping, with chunks of it missing. But it will eventually compost back into the earth and decay as all things do. Sinza.
Are there any like smaller scales, maybe from like the tail, that I can just take just for like my little kind of 𝘏𝘧𝘏𝘬 collection that I've got kind of going on from creatures?
I need you to make me a nature check, please. Ooh, nice. You're able to get kind of a handful, maybe about 12 or 13 of these little scales, because they're kind of the tail tip. They're very pretty, almost iridescent as they kind of catch the light. They're good quality.
Just puts them. She has like a little pouch, so she just kind of like puts them in there like coins. Just fits it back on her hip.
Bayla has sat down next to her forge and is scrawling something out as if she's kind of taking notes and writing down and kind of looking at Duncan, at all the things that Duncan was able to take off of this, and then going, and getting back to doing whatever she's doing. I wouldn't put those in your mouth. It's probably not good for you.
Yeah, he's just hovering in the outside. He's not actually putting them in. He knows better. Jade wishes he doesn't. I can't be a mirror anymore, so I can't make dumb choices.
Yes, you can.
I can't, but I want to be better.
Better, smarter.
Smarter. He's already smart by sharing with the party.
Smarter.
Mm-hmm.
Better.
What time is it, Tobes? By the time I guess we finish putting this dragon to rest.
It's coming on kind of early evening at this point, so I'd say maybe about 5 p.m.
Okay. Sinza kind of assessing the group. Do we want to get some food and conjure together and talk about everything that just happened, or do we want to rest and talk in the morning?
Are you casting a spell or something?
No, like, I meant like is it conjure or like congregate? I think congregate is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that's the one.
Congregate, yeah. We'll all just, I don't do the magic thing a lot.
I would have believed you if you said so, but sure.
Do you do the magic thing or just the harpoon thing?
Yes.
The harpoon thing or the magic thing?
No, sorry, you have to be specific with me.
Do you do the harpoon thing or do you do the magic thing?
I do a bit of both.
Oh, okay.
More of the he copies your hand gesture where you described. Right, yeah, like that. Nowhere near as good as others though, but I have my moments. He still like I like he still has materials in his hand, like just struggling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the meat. Just like
he's just holding the meat in his hands.
Holds it like a fish.
Oh yeah. So do we want to do food and chats or sleep and talk in the morning? I'm up for anything. A lot happened. Everyone looks like just exhausted, and Duncan is holding
Oh,
a thing of dragon meat, so
I mean, most of us haven't eaten much, and I don't think we'll be able to sleep for a while.
Lyre's gonna wander over, dragging the whip behind him. What's going on?
we're deciding whether we're gonna eat and sleep and then talk in the morning, or talk, eat, and sleep. Currently.
Right. Kaiden, this is for you. And Lyre's gonna lift up the whip and hand it to him.
Oh. I mean, I don't really. It's a sword whip, isn't it? It's.
Yeah, tell us more, muted baby. Tell us.
I have migraine.
I've put it in your inventory.
I know, but I know you use the spell Thorn Whip quite a bit, and maybe with some time, and if we work together, maybe we could integrate the two together.
Well, maybe. I mean, it mostly has to be like vines and plants on it, so I'd have
That's fine.
to break this
There is
apart.
there's a cold element to this weapon, so maybe we could find some plants that are good within the cold and weave them in, and we could talk to Genka when we return and see if he can figure something out for you, give you a bit more range.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, I also got this, and Lyre will pull out the sack of 300 gold. There's 300 gold in here. We can split it up between us 3 or 4. So it looks over to Duncan.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Great. So we can split it up between us 3. Sorry, last minute things. Baylor.
Howdy, darling.
I saw you checking out the dragon. Could I commission you for 1 large tooth and 4 curved ones, please, if you can find them?
Yeah, I could do that.
Appreciate you.
What for?
Thank you. I'm working on something. I might need your help.
I'll try and I'll do a bit of chipping. I'll make some food first, but I'll make sure I get that done overnight.
Yeah, one big tooth and then 4 smaller curved ones would be fantastic.
I'll see what I can do. And she kind of gives you a wink.
Thank you. Sinza, food sounds fantastic.
Mhm.
I think we should maybe be on guard tonight. On edge just a little bit.
I'm happy to keep watch if that's needed.
I think we need to rest. I think the Grove could handle the watch. We need to recoup our strength.
What if I take first watch and then I can wake someone else?
Take someone with you then.
I'm not feeling any urges. I'm good. I'm feeling good. I feel good. I'm fine.
I don't care about that right now. I'm more concerned with the executioner. So make sure someone is with you.
Mhm.
Particularly someone that can heal.
I'm sure I can find someone.
We're in a drove of druids, so.
Mhm. Yeah.
But thank you all for the help. I'm sorry I brought this upon the Grove.
Look, darling, it's not your fault. You weren't even here.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
We appreciate you coming back, though, to come and help deal with her. Otherwise, it would have been just me, and that would have sucked. I've got short legs. She kind of looks at the fire. If you're hungry, I'm cooking.
Starved.
Put something together. She starts kind of trying to put together something. Looks at Duncan a little suspiciously at the meat that Duncan has managed to get off of this dragon, and is like, "Is that something we can eat? Is that a good thing, or is it a bad thing and we should burn it?"
He pauses. Duncan knows for sure this is bad for most people.
It's not necessarily like terrible. It's not recommended. It probably won't give them very much.
It's more of a delicacy. I wouldn't prep it for like most people, and it's not because I don't want to share. It's just, you know, it's like I'm not selfish. I want to make that very clear. It's just more of you can't. I've been quite cruel to my stomach in the past, so we have this ongoing love-hate thing. So
You
I
like
help-
eating shit that makes you sick.
a bit for hobby and survival, but mostly a hobby.
Right. Okay, I'll avoid adding that then. If you want to dry it though, we can hang it up.
Wow, that'd be helpful.
Perfect. And she'll get to work with that. It doesn't take her particularly long for her to put together the equivalent of kind of quite a mild curry. She's cooking sort of some fried rice with it, and it's got some shoots of different kind of roots and whatnot that have been stewed and fried. And she will kind of bring you over each a bowl.
Can I make skewers on the side? Just like
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'd like to get my little helper for this.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna set the materials down, and I'm gonna just sort of like, as things are cooking, everyone's sort of settling down. I'm gonna go ahead. Is there like water around near me at all?
Yeah, there's water sources in the town,
Okay.
in the grove.
He's gonna find the nearest water source. He's gonna be like, he's gonna go up to it. The first thing he's gonna do is he's going to focus his magic on his fingertips, and he's gonna stick it into the water source. Hey, little helper. He's
And
gonna-
a nose kind of poke out of the water.
Don't be shy. New place, new people. Well, no other to you, not me, but come on.
Coming out of this sort of puddle almost is what could only be described as a very small, fluffy white seal. And it kind of pokes its nose against you and squeaks as seals do.
Nice. There we go. How have you been? He's gonna sort of like no.
Yes, perfect hunting food for Icarus. Oh God.
Icarus, sick it.
Get him.
Hands the helper a fucking knife. Defend yourself. Survive.
Got this knife in his mouth. It's like horrifying.
I'm gonna have little helper just whoever's sad. I'm just gonna be like, why don't you? I'm gonna need your help after I'm done cooking. But could you provide moral support?
I don't how to describe a seal making their way across like normal fucking like dirt ground. Is it this awkward kind of slapping noise as it like makes its way over? Who are you sending it over to?
Who's the saddest person that's not Lyre?
Kaiden.
Kaiden looks pretty miserable. I'm sorry, Kaiden.
I need to make like a therapy sort of vest that people know that it's like like a service animal.
Don't pet me on the side.
I'm gonna send this my little helper over to Kaiden. He's the saddest looking one right now.
Kaiden, slapping a fin against your leg is
Oh.
a slightly wet, very small, fluffy creature that you have never seen before. It's got big, kind of wet black eyes that are just kind of looking up at you.
Sinza! What the fuck is this?
Sinza, like half in her bowl of stew, looks up at you. Huh?
What is this? It's missing all its limbs.
Have I ever seen a seal, Tobias?
No, probably not.
I'm
Oh.
putting in EOS art what I think this seal looks like, just so feel free.
Sinza's like looking at this thing. I mean, it's your grove. Is this not part of your grove? The wild
No.
magic thing? Okay.
It's
Got the
looking at you,
seal.
Kaiden,
Oh,
and
poor thing.
it just kind of like gives you this big fucking look, and it goes, leg.
Oh, it could speak. Can you do it? You want an egg? Do we have eggs? Egg. This poor thing doesn't even have proper eye. It just has pupils.
It's just looking at you, making these kind of noises. It looks, for lack of a better term, it looks utterly pathetic. This thing, like, it's just looking at you with these big
It's a
pathetic
seal,
eyes.
but it looks like 𝘞𝘬𝘭𝘥.
It's got baby face as it's kind of clapping its fin against you.
Oh yeah, I have beast speech, so I get an idea of the sense of what it's trying to communicate. Not like directly, but like the vibe. You know.
It's effectively asking to sit on your lap.
Okay, I'll pick it
It
up.
wants to be picked up.
I'll pick it up and let it sit on my lap.
Yeah.
It must be so hard not having limbs.
Dane, what if it's poisonous? Or like an
Oh
illusion,
yeah,
or
like
a
this
trick
all
or something?
white.
What if
It's got
it's,
no
what if
colour.
it's the executioner? He's taken another shape. No, I think no, Kaiden.
Don't throw it.
Just karate chop it in the throat. Can I look around to see who this like wet seal belongs to?
I mean, there's a wet trail trailing from Duncan of where it made its way across the dirt.
Sinza tilts her head past Kaiden to like find Duncan. Is Duncan?
Yeah.
Does the wet dog looking thing belong to you?
Yeah, it's my little helper.
Oh, okay. It's friendly. It's all good. No.
Yeah, no, this doesn't bite. Well, doesn't bite from what I remember.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay.
It's quite popular back home.
It opens its mouth to show you what few very small teeth it has.
Whoa.
They're not particularly sharp. Like, they're quite blunt.
Sinza will reach like a hand out, just gonna like do like little scritchies on its head.
Kaiden's gonna feed it chunks of meat.
Do they just sit in the water though? Like they don't dissolve?
I mean, the water hasn't come with it. It is just wet.
Okay.
So Kaiden's lap is now just wet.
Hmm.
Soggy.
Moist.
You have a soggy child in your lap. As the evening kind of ticks on, you've noticed that more people around the conclave have kind of made themselves present again after having spent the afternoon hiding. Quite a few of them are inspecting the body of the dragon that now kind of sleeps around the tree in the center of the grove. They're sort of looking at it like, wow, look at that, you know, and Some are saying prayers. You can hear kind of hushed whispers of people talking about the party, and how they saved the grove and they did all this, and they're very grateful, but some of them are a little intimidated by you. Some are speaking quite fondly of Kaiden, which for Kaiden you haven't heard that in quite some time, and that's a nice change to have people at home talking about you in a more respectful manner than you're used to. And Duncan, you come back and kind of sit down with the rest of the party in the grass, finishing up your curry. Baylor's feeding other people as well, kind of just keeping herself busy. You've got the evening to yourselves before you rest. Is there anything you want to talk about or do?
While everyone's eating and relaxing, Lyre's going to be in his spell book, and he's just going to start sketching. And basically, Toby, I'm going to start sketching the ideas I have for the siphon with the teeth of the dragon. So just trying to design how it's going to look, what I kind of want from it, so I can give Baylor a better idea of what I'm going with. And if at any point he's around, I'll call Arvi over.
You haven't seen Arvi for a number of hours now. He's gone into his study. Still kind of recovering from getting his arm ripped off. And he's
recovering.
He's probably just taking the evening to himself.
Yeah. I'll leave him be. But unless anyone needs Lyre, he's just going to be drawing, and then he's going to skedaddle off to bed. Other than that, he'll be around.
Duncan, roll me a perception check, please.
A what? A perception?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
Solid.
16.
Nice. 16. You keep noticing Baylor's staring at you. Like staring. Like full, like big buggy-eyed staring at you. And then when she notices that you've noticed, she goes back to kind of cooking. She has never seen somebody like you before. And you are very alien to her. And she looks like she wants to say something or quiz you, but at the same time she's trying to be respectful, and not and not do that.
Am I like overworked? Am I still? Am I cooking my skewers at this point? Like, I don't mind like huddling where everyone is and have my little box area where I'm just like grilling stuff in front of everyone. I'm just like smiling and just like looking. Is that something I can do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see how he interprets that stare. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do this for the sake of just like, I think I'll insight him. Oh, damn it. He can't misconstrue that. He's gonna be like, but out of instinct, just like cover his meat, Aaron. Just like, he's gonna nod. Before he does anything, he's gonna check his meat real quick. Is it good? Is it ready to go?
Yeah, it looks like it's getting to a point where it looks like it could be edible without, getting salmonella or something.
Right, salmonella is just basically vanilla, but with salmon. And painful. Really painful. Say that to himself. And he's gonna take a bite. Just like a little nibble. I'm like...
Make me a Constitution save at advantage.
Fuck!
While he's eating. Duncan, I think, yeah.
Hey.
I know I've really seen you in the grove before. Were you visiting?
No, it actually it's been a while since I've been inland like this before. mainly find me on the coast, actually near the terms. I'm right, the Astral Sea, right?
So you're based. Let me get the map up so I can have a look.
Oh, map.
You're based near Vinholt, which is kind of down in the north, which is currently where Lyre's family are hiding.
Mm-hmm.
You live on the coast there.
On the coast there, yeah. So yeah,
Because your town, if you're on that map, is like there.
Yeah. I live, well, technically the nearest town that's not in the water is Vinhol, but my town's special. It's a town. We're trying to make it into a city, but we're getting there. Just most people, sane people, not saying that my people are bad or anything, just don't think, oh wow, I really want to try a change of pace. Maybe we'll live by the water or in the water. So yeah, that's what I'm
You live in the water?
No, we live on top of
On
it.
the
We have
water?
we have the place where I live, we've got a bunch of ships tied together. We made a little landmass there. It's real nice. I mean, as long as you don't get seasick, you should be fine.
I've never been on the sea.
I'm gonna, at this point, I think if he's distracted, I'm gonna hand him a piece of meat. Here, try some. It's nice. It's peaceful. I mean, most people are afraid of what's down there, but I've always been.
Okay, to make me a con save.
Oh god, why is my bonus? I thought this was going to make a difference. This is my con bonus. Oh, thank god. That's a 17. My con is +7.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, it tastes. It's chewy. It's very, very chewy. It's almost like bear meat. It's very similar. It's nice. It's rich. It's just very chewy. It's quite a fatty meat.
Yeah, I've always been. I don't know. Sometimes I felt more welcomed in that void than anywhere else. So.
In the void? Like a hole?
Ice. When you haven't swam before, but when you go deep enough in the water and you look in the pitch black, you don't really greet it. But I did. And it was creepy at first, but there's a beauty in it.
Sorry, you looked into the void and you said that it looked creepy, but it was nice.
Sometimes we have to acknowledge all parts of nature, even the unpleasant types.
You're a druid, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the boot fits, he checks if his boot's there.
But what kind? Where's your grove? Like, are they out on the ocean? Is that a thing?
I'm sort of like a one-man sort of thing at the moment, but I'm just as helpful as most, I think. Most people tend to avoid. Just to check, I that's like my area. The let me check. Let me look at my. Oh, that's prawn. Where do I typically hunt?
You would hunt in this kind of in this
hunt?
area.
Yeah. Can I help? Can I help you?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
So, what area was it? It was just.
So the area around your town would be your hunting grounds. But you've travelled all over. Your ship has taken you very far. You've gone to the 𝘋𝘰𝘮𝘬. You've gone through past the Whisper Fields a few times because it's so close to the ocean. You haven't stopped at higher places before, so places like up in the far north near 𝘞𝘰𝘮𝘭𝘥, on the other end of the Drowy Green. You haven't pulled in and docked anywhere up there, but you have travelled around there.
I guess the best way to put it is I've been around, not like that, but all sorts of places.
There are other ways.
So what do you mean by that?
You say you've been around, but not like that. There's only one way around. Do you mean like on a vehicle?
No, there's plenty of ways. How old are you, Kaiden?
Please don't spoil his pure innocence.
Oh,
Please.
in my late 20s.
You've got like 10 more years. He's gonna lift up the meat.
Anyone with a passive perception over 13.
It's me.
Baylor has gone bright fucking red and is just staring at the food.
Right, yeah, so that's pretty much my story. I mean, well, yeah, that's all that there is that's important to me, I feel.
You mentioned when we first got here that you'd been sent to, I guess, investigate something that was going on in one of the groves.
So, I was investigating certain things. An anomaly that had started surrounding Svali's domain in the Drowy Green. The person that reached out to me was 𝘏𝘪. You know, I've done some stuff for them before, and I ended up here. To be honest, this isn't something I'm used to. I feel
the anomaly wasn't the dragon that we encountered. It was something else that you're searching for.
God. It was just that.
the anomaly is to do with Svali, and
Right.
the dragon was a subsequent result of that going unchecked. So there are things that are being let through that boundary that shouldn't be able to pass through it because Svali's grip on fate has changed.
I wonder why.
Has Lyre gone to bed, or is
things-
Lyre still hanging out with us?
Yeah, Lyre's
Just
Lyre still
came
around?
concrete
He's-
fucking turn to Lyre.
He's just sketching in his book. He's sketching.
Did 𝘏𝘪 didn't mention any theories that they had about what had happened over there? They were just kind of like, can you just go check it out and see what's going on?
𝘏𝘪 had told you very little. It seems like she knew more than she was telling you, but she told you to investigate it because she trusts you as someone who has traversed the Astral Sea a few times now and has seen into it. She's like, you will recognize things that are out of place, and you can report back to me.
well. That's a part of my job, to do the investigating. And do you have a lead by chance? What might have caused this all to take place? That would...
Lyre's definitely not sus at all.
How far is Lyre from me?
Is
Is he kind of sitting? Is he sitting near? Sinza, just without looking at Lyre, kind of reaches a clawed hand across and kind of pushes Lyre's book down so that she can kind of find his eye line.
What?
Is this something we want to mention, or are we not mentioning it?
What are you talking about?
Do you have any leads already, Duncan? Or, like, have you just started?
No, I mean... I'll admit, 𝘏𝘪𝘨 was purposefully vague, so I assume it might be obvious, and I don't know if it was it must have not been a natural event. I might have a feeling that it might have been... Well, no, it couldn't have been like a person. What kind of idiot would have done something like that to throw the balance out of place? It must have been some unplanned event. It might have been... I don't know. It could have been... I'll figure it out when I get there.
Perchance mention anything about any, like, angels or any, like, weird going... Like, I'm just trying to tick off things and help you out here. Or books, or
well, not specific wizard. I mean, just
influences.
That sounds very particular. I'm starting to...
We're just ticking things off for you, Duncan.
I know that you're ticking things off, but it's like you're saying... See, you added that part, you know, if you said book, but she said wizard, and I'm...
No, I just said book.
We didn't say wizard. Where'd you get wizard from?
No.
Stop gaslighting him! I swear.
He's not trying to be mean. He's just like...
No, we know. We'd pull at his leg. Lyre.
Are we telling the new person all our business, are we?
They're investigating it.
Right. Should we tell them sightings of other creatures that have been around recently too? Things that have strange urges that run through the night?
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. I like hunting beasts.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do, actually.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that,
once I
Sinza?
put up a good fight.
Iris said that it might be a good idea for us to take Duncan with us. Duncan seems to have knowledge in certain areas, so...
But we don't know him.
Okay. I understand. But also, he did help us with everything that's been going on. And the Grove seems to trust him. Iris seems to trust him.
If I may, I definitely know that I'm new here and I'm not... You don't need to tell me anything at all, just like more of the things that like I might get hurt. And it takes a lot to hurt me. I've been hit by a lot of things. But if it's need to know, I'm fine with that. I know what it's like to be part of a new crew. And, you know, I don't want to...
Duncan,
shake.
I don't mean to be rude, but... Recently I had someone I considered a friend break my trust.
Oh.
So, trusting someone new, especially with information we have held close to the chest, Sinza, seems a bit idiotic at the moment.
I didn't tell them anything. I was looking for your approval as well.
By making a big scene of it.
No, I'm not
being
making
very
a big scene,
obvious
Lyre.
about
I'm
it.
seeking your approval to do this. I didn't say anything.
Are you not recalling the 2 to 5 minutes of you joking around mentioning everything just before? Are we ignoring that?
If I may, don't mean to cut in. How about I write everything down that I know? I'll put it with one of you. I am quite literally open about everything, not most things, as he looks over to Bela. But feel free to ask. I'm new. I'm sort of fresh out of water here. So whatever you need, just let me know. And I'm just going to continue.
Just inhaling this chewy ass.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm sure Sinza will tell you what she wants to tell you. Good night. And Lyre's gonna go to bed.
Maya heads off to bed.
Did I say anything?
No, Duncan. There's a bit of tension at the moment, and I'm probably not helping with the situation, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, and no, don't apologize. I understand. You know, I have a couple siblings back home. Maybe a little bit like that, but yeah, I understand. That's why I don't want to push anything. I'm just here to make things go as smoothly as possible. You know?
Yeah.
Go with the flow. Don't push against it.
At this point, Bela kind of looks up as she's been listening to the conversation but staying quiet. And she looks at Kaiden and Sinza for a moment. What? I've just realised. Where's your asthma friend? I thought she was travelling with you.
Sinza, the bowl that she's been holding, she puts down, and kind of tries to stretch out the uncomfortable nature this conversation has brought on. We found out some things about Ymir when we were in the city of Violet Gold, and it sparked a lot of frustrations and anger and opinions that didn't line up.
No, it was like a disagreement. You parted ways.
I think so.
Oh, I'm
didn't-
sorry to hear that, though.
She turned out to not be the person I thought I knew.
Seems like that's the way for Mr. Lyre too. He seemed pretty hurt.
Yeah. We're all a bit frustrated.
Well, if she ever comes back here,
You should
I'm
be wary
sure-
if she comes back here.
Bela frowns. Why?
That's not to say, if she comes back here, just let us know if you can.
Hey, I can do that. Oh, and I think Bela looks a little sad to know that Ymir is not traveling with you anymore. Well, I mean, Mr. Duncan here seems lovely, and that might be a good change of pace.
I was packing heat.
You're like eating it's starting to have a bit of an effect on you. The more you eat it, everything's just getting a little dimmer. You're feeling a bit, almost like you're about to sneeze, but you just can't. It's a very unpleasant sensation.
I know my way around.
Are you okay?
Oh no, it's just weakness leaving the body.
Okay. Sinza kind of like taps him on the back.
He's dying. Kaiden.
based on what Kaiden knows about the Archfey and what he's learned extended as well, what would he know about 𝘏𝘪𝘨 and like what he's heard so far about Duncan?
Roll me a history check.
That's good. I think I've got -2 though. Okay, it's 15.
15. So what you would know about Archfey 𝘏𝘪𝘨 is she is referred to as 𝘏𝘪𝘨 of the Trance. She resides in a place called the Wisperfields, which is in the far kind of south of Sith. In her domain, which is referred to as the Realm of Dreams. 𝘏𝘪𝘨 is the guardian of dreams, which is its own almost plane of existence, and she is the Fae tasked with holding the border of the astral barrier. Unlike most Fae, 𝘏𝘏's realm is split between her physical core in the Wisperfields and her domain in dreams. So when you fall asleep, you're effectively going to her domain every time you fall asleep. And that's just for every single person on Sith. That's just how it is. Most people wouldn't be aware that that's what that is. The plane of dreams is also shared with the plane of Saemyth. So spirits tend to make themselves quite present in dreams, which is why when you see people in your dreams that have died and you spend time with them, it's probably actually them in their spirit form, coming and visiting you. She's very dutiful. She was once a mortal paladin of the previous Fae, and she guides visions from gods to their mortal tokens and sort of things like that. And she prevents the astral barrier from blending into the mortal plane. So she stops whatever's living there from wreaking havoc here. Arguably, with her duty, she's one of the most powerful Archfey. She's on par with 𝘏𝘪𝘨.
Okay. Duncan, do you think? I know you're here on 𝘏𝘪𝘨's behalf. Would we be able to talk to them somehow?
Who are you talking to?
To Duncan.
Can you say that again louder? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being great.
Can you say that again? Sorry, I can.
Oh, right. Sorry. Well, I know you're here on 𝘏𝘪𝘨's behalf, but would there be a way maybe we could speak with them?
Fall asleep.
You can try just closing your eyes and just hope that maybe she'll reach out, like I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
It's like just like eyes slightly, just like. I feel like it's the equivalent like a puffer fish, almost just like.
Duncan's got into like a state of semi-anaphylaxis. The man is just fucking having a time. He'll be fine, sure, don't worry about it. Maybe.
Was there something you wanted to ask her, Kaiden? Your curiosities?
Well, I'm just curious because, like, I know obviously with a new person and everything's happened, like, Lyre's got a point, but I feel pretty good about this, and with 𝘏𝘪𝘨 backing them, I don't know, just...
Why don't I try and talk to Lyre?
I think that afterwards,
I'm sorry, what?
I think once you come down to the decisions, let me know, and I'll try to help you.
Is he asleep, or is his tongue like swollen from the food?
So, are you gonna come with me to speak to Lyre? Is that what you're saying?
No,
No, he said like if he said that when you come to a decision, come and talk to him, and he'd be happy to help you.
Yeah, I was just.
He's trying to
Wash his mouth out. I have
Baylor
some
passes
really
like this like kind of milky yellow fluid in a bottle. Passes it over to you.
special sauce.
Hold this dog.
Oh wait, that's spider milk. It usually helps with these sorts of things.
That's all he's gonna do. Gotta add to the bit, even if I'm a new character.
As the evening kind of rolls on, Baylor kind of packs up the cooking for the evening, and pulls a few tools out. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna start cracking on these teeth. Let's go." She
Can I offer aid in my state?
Yeah, if you want to give her help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer aid for the thanks of the spider milk, and also just to help Lyre potentially get something.
So he doesn't hate you as much.
Oh, well,
Kaiden's
probably
gonna-
maybe.
And two of you will spend some time kind of inspecting this creature's mouth. It takes quite a lot of effort to open its jaw, especially now the rigor mortis has kind of kicked in. And you're beginning to kind of chip out some of these teeth that are still in there. Yeah, no, it's taken some time. What Kaiden and Sinza are doing as the night gets later.
Kaiden is going to start trying to sew together a funeral shroud for his mother.
Oh,
He's not good at sewing, but he's going to keep trying.
Okay. You are spending your time making that. What are you making it out of?
I feel like he's kind of like maybe gathered what he can in the area.
You have one of Zani's hammocks as well. That is kind of a thin woven sheet, so you can make use of that as well.
Yeah, he might make use of that, and if Sorsha had anything like a cape fabric or anything that was personal, I think he'll wove something from that. Put some symbols on it, put a bit of moss on as well. Start sewing it together.
Sinza, what are you up to?
Sinza's gonna go. If Lyre hasn't fallen asleep yet, Sinza's gonna go and try and catch Lyre before he falls asleep.
Lyre, have you gone to sleep yet, or are you still sketching? Are you still working?
I don't know where he's sleeping. First of all, where would he?
You'll have access to Kaiden's house, so you can sleep in Kaiden's house. There's also some sort of smaller areas like that people are welcome to go and sleep in, or you can attempt to climb up to the spot that you would sleep with Zani when you were last here.
She's put us in a big ass tree, didn't she?
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go sit under that tree.
Okay. You're kind of sat. There's a few hay bales under the tree, so you can kind of lean up against those.
He's just sketching away.
You probably hear Sinza before you see her. She makes her way kind of through the grove. And she sits maybe like a couple meters from you, and she pulls her knees up to her chest and just kind of leans forward over them. I feel like there's a lot of tension between us, Lyre.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since we kind of had that conversation about the siphon, or any conversation that involves the siphon, it creates a tension. And I mean, your feelings are valid in the way that you're feeling, I just...
What just happened had nothing to do with the siphon. You don't like
I
the
know.
siphon. I get that. That's fine. What I didn't
I feel like
appreciate there, Sinza, is you spilling our business to someone new when someone we trusted as a friend, almost family, just abandoned us and told all our secrets to someone we could potentially be up against someday. You were careless. You were selfish. And when I called you on it, you got defensive. What do you want?
to apologize. I wasn't thinking in that moment. Not thinking. I'm just acting in the best way that I know, and that was careless and stupid. And I don't know how to deal with this tension. I don't know what to do, Lyre.
There's nothing you really can do. You don't agree with something I'm doing. I think you don't see what it could potentially be. There's going to be tension.
I don't even know what I expect out of this conversation now. I hate the feeling of this when it's just us three, and Kaiden cares so much for you, and you can offer Kaiden so much, and there's things that you can do for all of us, and I want to be able to speak my mind in situations and not be concerned or worried that it's gonna not also be heard. That I'm entitled to my own opinion. I'm entitled to feel things and to speak my mind, and them not immediately be put down.
You are entitled to those things. I just told you don't like the siphon, okay? I'm not going to try and force your mind to change. You asked me to give you a reason why I should be the one to do it. I gave you a reason, and then you shut it down. So I thought you just decided against it. And there's no way to change your mind no matter what I do. Everything you've asked of me, I've given you. I've listened. I've heard. What do you want from me? What else can I do? I'm genuinely confused what you want.
I'm scared of... I'm scared of it, Lyre. I'm scared of what it's gonna do, and I'm worried that it's gonna change you in the ways that that book changed you. That you're gonna be met with that same version of yourself that you saw in Svarli's House of Mirrors.
What happened last time I met that person?
You left it there.
Without hesitation. Because I can do it myself. This siphon is to level a playing field. I don't intend to use it on random magic users. I don't intend to use it on people I don't like. I plan to use it on people that could end worlds or kill people with a word. You can doubt it all you want. You can be scared of it all you want. You're not going to be the only one. I have no doubt I'll come up against others who hate this thing, who want it destroyed, who want to steal it. That's why I'm working on it. To make it foolproof. To make it safe. If you want, I just won't talk about it to you.
No, it's... I see what you're doing, but I don't know, maybe it's just I just don't understand it. Maybe I don't understand you enough.
And that's okay. You don't need to. You don't need to make sure everything's 100% all the time. You don't need to know everything that's going on. There are other people in this world doing things 10 times worse than me. There could be someone who's already done this. Who's doing this. I'm working to my capabilities to make sure I'm not a liability anymore.
You were never a liability, Lyre.
Let's not be stupid.
You weren't, though.
I was. And I'm willing to accept that. The second I lost my powers, I thought I could fight something, and I almost died to a pack of gnolls. I'm being hunted by something called the Executioner. I'm being hunted by an Angel of Adin in everlasting darkness, or whatever the fuck he goes by. You don't think I'm scared, Sinza? I am building this for me, not you. I am building this to keep myself safe. Did you think about that? Or did you just think what I could do with it? I'm not built to take the hits. I'm not strong. I'm smart. So I use that. Be scared all you want. I'm not gonna try and change your mind. I can only explain my side of it. And if you can't see it, we're at an impasse. But I'm not gonna stop. You need to accept that.
Sinza falls quiet as she's not meeting your eye line. She's just looking forward. And she just adjusts a little bit from where she's sitting. I just wanted to try and clear some tension. I don't know what else to say.
I accept your apology, but I don't forgive you. What you did there was stupid. And then playing off as if it was nothing. That hurt. We just lost someone I cared for very deeply. And you're pretending like it never happened.
I cared for Ymir too, Lyre.
I know.
It fucking hurt.
Then feel it. Don't be so stoic. She was important.
How could she do that? How could she so blindly take the hand of that thing, thinking that it was for the betterment of the group?
Maybe it's just something we don't understand.
Something I don't want to look further into. I'm just...
Go get some sleep, Sinza. Feel your emotions for once. Your mere leaving hurt us all. But I will not let you pretend like it never happened. And that everything is okay.
Sinza lets out a big sigh and collects herself and stands. Good night, Lyre.
Good night.
As you head out to go and probably go to Iris's residence to rest, we're going to take a break. So we'll be back in the next 10-15 minutes. See you in a bit. So, as the morning begins to roll back around, all of you can take a long rest.
I got spells again.
Huzzah!
I killed Duncan.
Oh, damn.
It's not that hard.
Duncan's pretty tanky.
He's helping someone. He's having an allergic reaction to something, I'm sure.
Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
What level are we again? Sorry, can you remind me?
Level 9, so you
Okay.
will be leveling to level 9. I'm just updating to Sinza's sheet.
Duncan wakes up with new powers.
Whoa. Okay.
Question. Did we take
Yeah.
levels of exhaustion after the fight, or was that... I remember from last
Only
session...
Kaiden took the -4 from
Okay.
being
Is it
res,
now
and
minus
Lyre
3?
took 1 as well.
So
Now
I'm,
-3.
I'm back to normal now.
You're back to normal, yeah. Okay. As the morning rolls around, you can hear outside kind of the distant hum of people kind of going about their business. Still quite a few people inspecting the dragon corpse, because, you know, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's big. And it's interesting. It's a new thing. Sinza, as you walked into Iris's house last night, you were met with a note rather than Iris. And Iris had left you a message saying that she had gone scouting and would be back in the early hours.
Is she back? In the morning?
When you wake up, Iris is in the bed with you.
Okay. Don't do that to me.
And she's asleep, you know, kind of one arm draped over you, snoring, as Iris does.
Sinza just rolls over and just pulls her in real close. Just holds her.
She kind of cuddles into you, half awake. She seems like she doesn't really want to get up right now. For the time being, she's just going to stay put with you. Kaiden, you slept with Pookie. Duncan, where did you sleep last night? You were offered indoor sleeping arrangements, but whether or not you took them is your problem.
In the dragon.
In the dragon? Oh. You can't open
No, I would have slept indoors. I'm sorry, I got excited.
So you would have like had a nice sleep, you know, inside. It's not quite, you're not quite used to it not rocking. You're used to there being some kind of movement as you go to sleep. But no, this is like solid ground, and you're like, you almost get land sick, you know, with the lack of movement is jarring for you. And Lyre, you wake up kind of half buried in the hay underneath the tree where you got a mouthful of hay, your hair is everywhere, but you did sleep, and you will feel quite rested now that the grove has returned to something somewhat peaceful. The morning is yours. What are you all doing?
Sinza will stay with Iris until she eventually rises.
Iris will kind of look at you as you climb out of bed, and sigh, and also climb out of bed. She should probably get up, and dresses herself. She's quite quiet for the most part, but every time you look at her, she smiles at you. It's a bit warmer than it was yesterday. She seems a little bit more settled after all of that had happened. And the injury in her ribs seems to have knit itself mostly back together.
Yeah. I guess after just shit. Sinza will eventually kind of make her way out into the grove and just try and find the others.
You all kind of congregate relatively near the entranceway. And Lyre, as soon as you are kind of up and about, you see Baylor is sat by the tree and kind of waving you over.
Good morning.
Morning, darling.
How are you?
You'll be pleased with these. As she hands you a little rolled up piece of fabric.
He'll take it and place it on one of the benches and unravel it.
There are 4 almost like canines that are kind of slightly curved, and then one very large kind of front tooth that seems to have been shaped into a point.
This is incredible. How much do I owe you for this, Bella?
I mean, you kind of stopped the grove from getting exploded, so I did it on the house.
Okay. I might need your craftsmanship. Can I hire you for? Can I pay you for that?
Yes, you can pay me for that if you're so adamant to pay me.
Yes.
In fact,
I pay the people I support, as should everyone. Pay your artist.
you know.
I'm currently creating my own magical weapon. I've recently learned how to use a blade and study it, and Genka, one of the lords in the city of Violet Gold, aided me in creating this. And he'll pull out the siphon and place it down.
Just casually hanging out with a lord. And she takes a look at it. Oh, I recognize this. This was one of Zani's daggers.
Yeah, it holds very sentimental value.
She kind of runs her hands over it. Looks magical. That's not really my remit, but it looks very cool, if that helps.
That helps. That means a lot.
Great. She just kind of gives you a thumbs up, like, I don't know how to compliment this.
What I want your help with is to, so this large tooth, I want it to replace the blade.
Okay. Aye, that should be a relatively easy fix.
Yes,
I want to chop off.
I want it to deal a bit more damage than a regular blade would, and I feel like the obsidian tooth of a dragon might do that.
Aye, that might do that. I mean, these things are pretty nasty looking. I've been sticking my hands in its mouth for the last few hours. Was last night with Mr. Duncan helping you. Its mouth is longer than my arm.
As for the canines, the 4 of them, and he'll spin the blade around to where the vampire tooth is sticking out. I want those to sort of encircle around this tooth on the end, and have them somewhat on a hinge, so they clamp in.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Right. like pincers.
Kind of.
Like a
So
beetle.
if you want to add a button on the end of the I'm not good at weapons yet. A handle. So that if I press that it closes or something along those lines. Just something on a hinge that can lock.
She starts explaining to you a bunch of shit about her like making the blade almost like on a pressure plate. So as the blade makes contact with something, it puts pressure on that and kind of clamps them together. She's like, oh, but maybe if you want it to be the way around, if you want it to be like and she starts like going off on a ramble. So she's clearly got ideas.
Perfect.
And she's kind of waffling at you.
He's genuinely listening and like taking notes on what she's saying because I need all this information for future reference.
Whilst these two are deep in the nattering, what are the three of you doing? Duncan, you're much less swollen this morning.
Hey, he can talk.
Kaiden is going to... He's going to have the death shroud, kind of just like the shroud roll, kind of fold it up, and kind of wait for a chance to go and give it to Iris. He just doesn't want to interrupt when she's talking to Sinza. He'll wait for an opportunity to just go over.
I'd imagine they probably come out together, and then as soon as Sinza kind of sees Kaiden looking at Iris, Sinza immediately veers off to go and find something else to do. Sure, goes to see Duncan.
No. But, Iris.
Good morning, Kaiden.
Good morning. I started working on this last night. I left some of it undone if you wanted to add to it. And show the shroud.
She kind of takes it, looks it over. Yeah, it's it's beautiful, Kaiden. She gives you a hug. I'll add something to it, and we'll make sure the funeral gets done today.
I mean, if you need any help around today, just let me know.
I have some information for you and your gang. What do you call yourselves? Do you have a name, or is it just sort of the gang? I'm not really with it with these kids.
Well, I don't know. I mean, so far, I've heard the word sack being thrown around, but...
Oh my god. Kaiden, please do not call yourself Sack.
Well, it's S-A, the other word, K, so I don't know. I don't
the
know
other word. So you don't even know what the acronym stands for. Okay.
Not in common.
Sack is not a good... No,
Well,
Kaiden,
why is that
by the
not
shoulders.
a good name?
Kaiden. Calling yourself Sack.
Mm-hmm.
There are implications. Do you remember the birds and the bees talk that Mama gave you?
Yeah. I don't remember a sack in that story, though.
You know what? Call yourself what you like, my dear.
Now we're gonna have to workshop it again.
I think you're going to have to.
Do you have a better idea than sack?
I mean, you are dragon slayers. You could do something with that.
Dragon sack.
No. She kind of stares at the floor. No. I don't even think that dragon had a sack. I don't want to check. That's not something I want. No, Duncan. No. She's
Maybe we'll put a pin in that.
Yes, we'll put. I have information for you and your friends. That will do for now. And your sack.
I guess we'll quickly grab them and the sack.
There is not an immediate rush. Please do not. If you need to, we will get the funeral done first.
Yeah.
It's more important. Well, it is important that it gets done. She kind of nods. Kaiden, can you roll me an insight check?
As a nat 20.
A nat 20. Something you've immediately noticed is that most of her leg wraps that she wears around her hooves are missing. She's not wearing them, which implies she's been out of the grove since you last saw her yesterday. She's got a couple of almost like bramble cuts in her fur.
Did you leave the grove yesterday?
I went scouting last night.
Okay.
I went to go find out where they took Zani. I think I have a trail.
I assume that's for the talk with the rest of them.
Yes.
Okay. We'll come back to that then.
Okay. I'll do some work on this. She kind of holds the shroud. And make sure that we are prepared for that. I'll let you know, okay? Kind of taps her forehead against yours. And bimbles off to go and take a seat so that she can do
really hard thunk sound because they're both strong-headed.
Dang! As they headbutt each other. Yeah. Okay. Duncan and Sinza. Sinza, you made yourself scarce from that conversation and just kind of appeared next to Duncan.
Sinza probably makes sure that Duncan isn't all swollen. She's just kind of perceiving you. She looks like she's still waking up. Her fur is kind of a little messy.
Sleep well?
Yeah, do you have allergies or something? You okay?
Yeah, learning new things about the inlands every day.
Like hay fever.
Hello.
Hay fever's like, it's not like hay, it's like, how do I describe hay fever? It's like when you get allergies. Like when there's something in the air that like affects you, I guess. Like usually through pollination. Would I even have knowledge of this, Tobias? How fucking pollination works? Am I smart enough to understand pollination and how hay fever works?
I'm reading this in this world. You just make it canon.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah. This is a Reddit somewhere.
You got me.
It's like when you get allergies and you get like the sniffles or like your eyes get runny.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, why didn't you say that? Didn't you say that before? You just made it
It's called hay
a
fever.
lot more.
And sneeze.
Right, yeah, hay fever.
Turn the
No, I
other way
don't
if you're
have.
gonna sneeze, please.
No, don't worry. I won't sneeze on you.
Okay.
I'm pretty good about that. I'm
Okay.
not.
I'm a
No,
bit shorter than
no
you,
hay
so
fever.
if you look down, you might just
that's right. Yeah, size. Yeah, perception was never my thing.
You look- I'm not used to people being taller than me, to be honest. Usually I'm the
So-
tallest one in the room.
Is that like a good thing or a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. It's just nice to have people who are also the same height as me, so I'm not looking down all the time. No.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you ever do see a cookie jar on a shelf you can't reach, you know who to call. Me.
Oh, keep that in mind.
Lyre's getting size envy, let's be real. Poor bastard.
Get tall, Lyre.
I
Yeah,
can fucking
totally.
fly. You can't.
Okay. I can fucking Why?
You can see people busy kind of hurriedly moving around in the conclave and making their way, kind of being generally sort of active. It was a nice change compared to yesterday where everyone was kind of being shoved into houses and told to hunker down. It's as if things have kind of returned to normal. Yeah.
How are you doing? Sorry, how are you feeling in the moment? It's better.
I'm trying to feel through emotions in the ways that I know how to feel through emotions, I guess. So not great, to be honest.
I think I understand. No, I have people like that back in where I'm from. It takes a little while to find what works for you, but acknowledging that you have something that you need to work on is always the first step.
Sinza, she looks kind of shocked at the wiseness of those words and kind of blinks. Yeah.
Yes, our group therapist.
Yes. Oh no, god damn it. I don't need this.
Susan.
Get out! Sorry, you said there were like people who they're people. I maybe
Yeah,
looking
you
into
know,
this too
this
far.
place, it's not a druid circle, and it's nowhere near like a druid circle, but it's a place surrounded by my friends, family, and peers. I have a big family, large family, and I love them all very much.
And they're in that floating ship place that you mentioned?
Yeah, it's more of like a floating village. It's made up of a number of ships have been tied together. It's a bit of a wee bit of a landmass.
On
I have
water?
that is my
On water?
yes, yeah, no.
It's like on the ocean?
Oh, say that again. Sorry, my brain froze. My connection froze. Say that again.
So the ships are like on the ocean?
Yes, tied down on the ocean.
Mm.
There's a whole bunch of tiredness there. There's my mom. Her name's Mags, and there's Kareth, who's my little sister. Then I have Laurel, who's my other little sister, and then I have my little brother named Dougie, but he doesn't like to be called Dougie, but I call him Dougie anyway. And that's my favorite part about him. He's a late bloomer, you know, just magic. It's a bit late, but hey, either or, I still love him with every fiber of my being, which is
There's a lot of you, so
a lot.
Yeah. You have such a big family. Yeah.
Big, yeah. How about you? You have family?
I had a brother.
Oh.
Not really sure about any other siblings or relations.
Well, I'm certain
No,
if there's
no,
anyone like you out there in the world, I'll be sure to let you know.
Mm.
But so far, I've met you and you're one of a kind, so I'll make sure to be really good at trying to spy around.
I mean, if you see any other people with big horns like me, then maybe just let me know.
I'll be sure.
I think at this point, as the two of you are talking, you've noticed that Iris has kind of stood up after some time and is now kind of quietly talking to Kaiden, showing him the shroud and the things that she's added to it. She's embroidered a few little things onto it, using some sort of woven, almost looks like vine that has been shredded into thread. So it's natural threading. It's got sort of little clovers and a few flowers over it. And she's apologizing quietly that she couldn't do more. but that's the best that she could muster. You're watching as like a lot of the druids citizens of the grove are beginning to kind of make their way around gathering supplies, and they are congregating around the tree. More and more people are kind of appearing and placing what looks like offerings, sort of little things in the vicinity of the tree's now pink glow, thanks to Kaiden. In this time, 𝘏𝘮 and Lyre have moved into her forge, and 𝘏𝘮 has already begun kind of working on this siphon with you. Lyre, can you make me it'd be a tool check. Let's add that.
I'm not proficient with tools.
You're not. So it would be just a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Plus 1.
No, it'd be your intelligence modifier. Sorry.
Plus 5.
And you can make it at advantage because 𝘏𝘮 is helping.
Do you want me to roll in game?
You're cool.
Yeah, I'll do it in the thing. Roll and then plus 5 to that. 13. 18.
Okay. 18, yum. So with an 18, you're watching as this kind of mechanism is being included into the siphon. Now with a jet black blade, and these forked kind of pincers at the bottom hooked around the vampire tooth that is embedded in the hilt space. The weapon has become a +2.
Let's go!
It's getting damage. Rather than a D4, it is now a D6.
Good shit. I'll take it.
So it does just a bit more damage. It currently can't do more in terms of
Draining.
Yeah.
That's fine. I need to upgrade the actual tooth to be able to do that. I know that.
So that's an extra to that. And then I'll make some adjustments to that in due time, because at the moment I do not have the ability to do so. But I will do that.
While he's got 𝘏𝘮 there, he's gonna... 𝘏𝘮, have you ever made a magical item or a weapon that has a command word of sorts to activate something?
No, not a command word, but I mean, I could work with Harvey, maybe.
I'll have a word with him. I need to see if I can make this work. Thank you for everything you've done. This looks incredible.
I'm pretty proud of it. I don't really know what it does, but I think it looks pretty cool.
How's it feel?
It's lighter. Surprisingly. You'd expect a tooth of that size, like that has now replaced the blade, to be heftier. It's more like almost like a steak stuck to a handle. This thing is just a chunk of bone that is obsidian black.
How much do I owe you, 𝘏𝘮?
Putting it together, how's 100 gold sound? Is that okay?
Yeah. How much is a platinum again?
10 gold.
Okay. So I'll put down...
So 10 platinum or 100 gold.
I'll put down 10 platinum for her.
Okay. She kind of holds it up. Perfect. Thank you. We should get outside. They're about to do the funeral.
For what?
Oh, honey, did no one tell you?
What happened?
𝘏𝘪𝘨 passed away yesterday.
Kaiden's mother.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've been, I think a lot of people haven't really had time to grieve, so we're going to hold our funeral today. You're most welcome to join us, though.
Yes, absolutely.
And she kind of smiles. She looks sad. But as somebody who, as a dwarf, she lives quite a long time, she's kind of used to outliving people. That 𝘏𝘪 has been a constant since she had been there, So 𝘏𝘪, as a druid, especially as an archdruid, she explains to you, as they get to a certain point, they stop aging the same way that we do. And so 𝘏𝘪 was incredibly old. And she was kind of at her limit. She was looking close to about 300 by the time that happened. So, Kaiden was very much a young child of hers, but because of the aging situation, she was still able to have kids at such a late point in her life. Thanks. Okay. The wind, it haunts me. Oh, it's wind. Okay. So as you head out, you see kind of the dragon is wrapped around the tree, and laying in, like, underneath the branches near the front. Is wrapped up the body of 𝘏𝘪 𝘏𝘪-𝘮𝘬, wrapped in this shroud that has been put together with love, albeit maybe not necessarily skill, but certainly love. And it's got pieces of Zanny's handiwork. It's definitely got Kaiden's handiwork. It's got a few embroidered little bits of Iris's own kind of embellishments on it. And most, if not all, of the druids of the Conclave have moved outside to sit in the vicinity of the tree. And there is a kind of a hum of people beginning to sing as they sing off 𝘏𝘪's soul. And one of the sort of orbs on the tree begins to glow. The one that they know that is probably 𝘏𝘪. It's quite large, quite visible. Iris will say a few words in Druidic, which is it's quite a flowy language. There's a lot of sort of rolling of the tongue. Their native tongue that I don't think anyone else here other than Kaiden can speak. Actually, Duncan, can you understand Druidic?
Yes, I can.
Hell yeah. So the two of you are hearing Iris effectively talking about 𝘏𝘪's life. That she met Kaiden's father quite late on in life. Kaiden's father was an archdruid of another grove. And then when they married, he stepped down to be part of the 𝘞𝘰𝘭𝘥 Conclave. Iris recalls that he was part of a grove that no longer exists in the Drowy Green. It's one that kind of fell to ruin / was just assimilated out of existence, and it does happen occasionally, especially if there's not enough power to kind of either keep the place safe, or if there's not enough people to uphold that grove. And if it was one of this kind of size, if it was him on his own, he wouldn't have been able to do it. So he had moved to the 𝘞𝘰𝘭𝘥 Conclave to be with 𝘏𝘪. And it's the reason why he never took her place fully. 𝘏𝘪 was not meant to be Archdruid. She was supposed to hand it off to him, but he very much opted for kind of a the two of them doing it together, which is why when he vanished, she took up the mantle as full Archdruid. she speaks about Kaiden. She speaks about herself, memories of when they were young, growing up, the trouble they used to get into, and the bollocking that's all she used to give them. And you can see there's quite a few of the other kind of people of the conclave are struggling. It's like they're finally getting a chance to mourn in this moment. And she looks at you, Kaiden. Is there something you want to say to her before she goes?
I'll kind of nod and step up. And I guess kind of a similar vein of talking about his younger life and, what she meant to him and to the Grove. And talked a bit about how, despite all the bad things that had happened and him not being at the Grove, how she'd still accepted and how she viewed him, and how that love she had and care and carried over to everything else that she did. And he'll touch on some other things. You'll notice he's speaking in Druidic, and his speech is a lot better. His vocabulary is a lot better. It's much more pronounced. It almost doesn't sound like Kaiden. He has a very different voice in Druidic. He sounds a bit more confident, like he sounds like he has a bit more of an authority in his voice when he speaks in Druidic. But it's kind of surprising compared to when he speaks in a common tongue.
And once you kind of finish up speaking, Iris kind of gives your hand a squeeze. And 𝘏𝘮 kind of lifts her hand up and just like, to the new Archdruid. There are quite a few people who kind of follow in her stead, and Iris kind of shrinks a little
Grab
at
her
the concert.
hand and raise it, and say to the new Archdruid. And
I suppose so. And that kind of stoicism cracks for a little moment as it kind of the weight of it suddenly bears on her that this is now her responsibility. Okay, I'll make sure that she's buried nearby, left, and nature will reclaim her. But her spirit is here with us. And she kind of bows her head. People begin to kind of peel off and begin kind of talking amongst themselves, talking about 𝘏𝘪𝘨 and her life and the things that she's done for the Grove. And I think Iris kind of takes a seat near her house and just kind of decompresses a little bit.
So we'll go find Kaiden and just offer him just a big hug, just a shoulder to lean on if he needs it.
give Sinza a big hug. Big bear hug. And it's very tight.
Ah, my back. Actually, knock something back into place, thanks.
Crunch.
Yes.
I think I've just found a new line of work.
Chiropracticated.
Chiropracticated. Jade, what's up?
Oh, I was just wondering, and I probably should ask in the beginning, is it okay if Duncan would have translated the Druidic to like fellow party members so they understand what's going on?
Yeah, like you quietly kind of repeating it back to them in 𝘏𝘪𝘨 for them so they can understand what's going on.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing, Lyre and Duncan?
I think my character's just doing that. I think he doesn't really have anything to add except help understand. Because this isn't like his place, but he understands death enough to not be like a dick, you know? So he's just there to help in whatever way he can.
As a one-man grove, you are effectively an archdruid. So you understand kind of the weight that might bring, but now with the concept of somebody having to manage a lot of people and a grove much bigger than yours, it seems like, man, if you think what you do is a lot, this might be a lot for somebody who might not be prepared for it.
Yeah. This sucks. Glad
And Lyre, what are you up to?
Lyre will give Kaiden his space, but if he can catch Kaiden's eye, he'll give him a smile and a nod. Just respect the moment. Is Avi here?
You don't see him.
I might go knock on Avi's door.
Okay. Make your way over to Avi's study and knock. And there is a brief silence before you hear a, "Yes, come in."
I'll step in.
The place is still a state. Like, Avi has not cleaned up since it got raided. And he's just kind of sat at his desk with a bottle of something on his desk that he is quite making his way through. And he's kind of poring over a book. He closes it, looks up. "Ah, Lyre."
Are you okay?
I mean, he kind of waves where his arm would be at you. "I've been better."
I'm glad you're still here, Avi.
I'm glad someone cares.
Do you need a hug?
As he kind of just stares at the table. "I'm not really a hugger.
Do you need one, Avi?
He kind of pouts.
Lyre will just slowly begin to walk over. And just,
Jamiroquai your way over.
just
And
He'll
if,
just,
if you offer him a hug,
he'll straighten a book as he walks his way over. Just,
if you offer him a hug, he kind of offers his arms out to you.
Yeah.
It's weird having 3 arms hugging you rather than 2, because there's like an extra arm curved up your back, and he just kind of buries his head for a minute.
how?
He's shaking,
Yeah, I was gonna say, how tight is the hug?
pretty tight. That's not something he gets often.
Lyre will hold until Avi releases.
It takes a bit of time, but he kind of backs out and straightens his collar. Yep, that was a hug. Mhm.
Sort of reading the situation and how Avi's trying to play cool. Lyre will just so what are you working on?
Trying to see if there's anything I can do to strengthen the thing that Kaiden did to the tree. Whatever he did to the tree, I want to make sure it stays there. I don't know how long it's going to stay there, so I just want to see if I can prolong it.
Does Lyre know the answer to that? Because out of game, Odie knows. does Lyre know?
Roll me a history check.
13 plus 9. I love being level 9 and having 9 to my history now. Incredible. 22.
That's 22. Yeah, you know. Oh, he seems stumped, but you know.
Lyre will just Avi, you can rest. It's not going anywhere.
I mean, unless it's a curse, it's going to.
It's not a curse.
Run. He just looks confused. As much as his unemotive face can look that, he just looks confused.
Remember when I told you you underestimated that boar? And how you should.
Like that shouldn't just be. He just did it. Like,
He didn't just do it. The entire time we've been traveling together, he's been learning. He's been listening. He's been practicing. He's been curious.
Leans on one hand. He looks frustrated that he's wrong. But he's not willing to admit to it just yet.
As far as I know, Kaiden used a wild rune to lock that tree in stasis.
He just learned how to do that? Just casually?
He studied.
Good, I'd be pissed off if he just managed to do it without any fucking work.
Again, you underestimate him, Avi.
Zavi kind of stares at the table. He's clearly not quite sober.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also, sober enough that he's like, shit. Now that he's realizing where he's fucked up. Oh, gods above, is he going to fucking lord this over me for the rest of my life? Probably.
I mean, if you keep antagonizing him, yes, he will.
But he's so easy to pick on.
I think you're the same way for him.
As much as it might not be believable, I do like him.
Would you tell him that?
No.
Why not?
Ruins the fun.
Right. Well, there are going to be aspects to this relationship between you two and I need you to, sit down for this. You're gonna be wrong.
No. No, I'm never wrong.
Avi, you admitted to being wrong 2 minutes ago.
Okay, shh. As he kind of places one hand, his finger gets up to your lips. It's like, hush.
Avi.
Never wrong, only ever slightly off. Huh? Difference.
Avi, are you sober enough to help me with something at the moment?
What do you need help with, my friend?
Okay. I'm going to show you something I'm working on. And you may either love it or you will despise it. But I am calling out to your arcane curiosity at the moment.
You've immediately kind of piqued his interest as he kind of leans forward and places his hands together in front of him.
Lyre will reach behind him and unhook the siphon and place it on his desk. Just looking at it, can you sort of understand what I'm going for?
He's like, can I pick it up?
Of course.
Picks it up. Looks it over. He's thumbing over some of the runes that you've carved into it.
There's a wild rune on there too.
Yeah. crystal is really interesting. Where did you get it?
I found it. It's a wild blood rune crystal, I believe it's called.
I've seen them before in the voiceless, but only in passing. And this... And he kind of trails it over and begins to effectively translate these runes as to what it does. It draws magic out of a source. It's a siphon.
It's a siphon.
Of a person?
You know how I was a no mage?
Yes.
And I gained magic.
Yes.
I have magic of a mortal. My goal and my intention in the future is to become a god. I wish to ascend from this plane. Originally, I wanted to take the place of Asus, because he and I have a relationship that I feel is a lot larger than I expected. But I no longer want his place. He's not worth my time.
Cool.
I want to ascend to godhood and become a god of my own. And this item here is my siphon. I am able to place this tooth, and he'll point to the vampire tooth, into a spellcaster and drain their magic and replenish it as my own.
Have you tried it yet?
Not yet.
Do you want to?
On you?
I have enough magic going, as long as you don't take it, like, permanently. We're all good.
This is a prototype. I do not know how effective it is. I do not know the side effects it might have. You could lose all your magic.
That I'm not willing to give up.
That is not something I am willing to risk.
But you'd risk it on some.
I have a goal in mind.
I think I know who you're talking about. And you watch as like one of his hands kind of presses against where his arm had been torn off.
I know he has magic. He scryed on you. He killed Kaiden with a word. He shouldn't have that power.
No, I agree. Your ambition is inspiring, Lyre. What do you need my help with?
I want to make sure that this siphon cannot be used by everyone. I want to make it safe. I want to put a command word on it, but not in common. I need a command word in Celestial.
Celestial.
And I was wondering if you had a book that could teach me Celestial.
I'll see what I have, as he kind of pushes himself up. And now that he's got a focus, he's more kind of locked in. He's less sitting stewing in his own shit. He's gone over to his bookshelf and he's started kind of flicking through it. Command words. Did you have something in mind?
Nothing that I have yet. Arise. Nothing that I have yet. I was considering just the word siphon itself. Maybe drain. I don't know. But I want to make
He
sure.
watches. He pulls the book off, begins flicking through it while you're talking.
But I want to make sure that not anyone can use this the way it's intended to be used.
Now, I know a method that doesn't include a command word itself, but it's dangerous. I don't know if I'd be willing to help you with that. Tying something effectively to your own ties to the weave. Think of it as an extension of your soul. Problem is, if somebody takes hold of that and gets it somewhere that it's not supposed to be, they have you in the palm of their hand. You have to keep it very close to your chest.
That method makes me a little bit nervous. I've been in the palm of something's hand before and it hasn't gone well for me.
I noticed as he starts kind of flicking through this book again. I have some celestial words in here. Celestial is not really a language that we speak on this plane.
Mm-hmm.
Often it is a language of best term I could use for it is demons. But demons aren't necessarily bad. They are bound to oaths, similarly to paladins. So most of the time they tend not to be shitty. As he kind of goes through it, how about feed?
No. I don't want to feed on that.
It is a vampire. Or was.
See, this is a prototype. I want to upgrade the tooth itself. Something that can hold a lot more magic. So I can eventually take more and more. And eventually separate someone from the weave itself.
I don't know if this will be pronounced correctly, but we could try and spell it out. If you think of a word, he slides the book over to you. Come back to me, and we'll put something together. I will be able to install a command rune onto this, so it will only be able to be used by the people who know it, but be wary of the people who can read it.
I plan not to tell anyone.
That's probably for the best. And I don't think I'll have much use for it myself.
Thank you, Avi.
He kind of nods to you.
And Avi.
Take as long as you need in the conclave.
Avi. Come say goodbye to Sorsha.
He goes quiet. I will in my own time.
Okay. If you need to talk, I will listen.
There is nothing to talk about, Mr. Lyre.
When there is.
My grievances are my own. I will process them in good time.
You sound like someone I know.
Sometimes it's better not to make it everyone else's problem. Especially when people are relying on you to be strong. I'm one of the most powerful mages in this grove, and they need me.
I'm catching up.
You are, and that worries me, you know? He smiles at you. No. The point of having an apprentice is for them to supersede you.
Apprentice?
What, do you not like that term?
You have left me stumped.
Well, think it over.
Have a good day, Avi.
You too.
And I shall leave.
You step outside. Iris is beckoning all of you over. So kind of, they have moved away in their different directions. Kaiden, could you get your friends for me? We need to have a chat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Kaiden will go around and gather everyone.
As you all kind of congregate around Iris. And she beckons for you to just take a seat. She places down a few of her notes on the paper.
I stab Kaiden. Give me your organs.
No, my organs.
No, my organs. As she places down a few notes and looks at you all, she smiles. I think I have a lead. I think.
Like, where they're heading, or just a direction?
I think I know where they are. Kaiden, you're not going to like this. Can I see your map?
Yeah. I have a bad feeling about this.
As you pass the map over to her, and I will try and get it up on screen for you.
Yeah, get it up.
Is this the big rock map?
Yes, this is the big rock map.
Yes, thank you.
Arise.
Big rock map.
Big
So,
Arise. Erect.
she places it down between
Big
you,
rock.
and she trails her finger from the little symbol that says home.
No.
She's like, so I followed them with a group of us last night. I took some of my scouts. We were not able to follow footprints, but they left a trail. There was traces of this magic. This, is it transmutation, Mr. Lyre? The changing of appearance. She says that there was effectively like a line trail that had been left behind of this magic, and some kind of enchantment that I think that Zani was being held hostage under. Almost like a trail of handprints across the trees as they moved, and with Zani's tail, it's kind of hard not to see traces of her when she moves the brush. We got to past the cool big rock, as you call it. You misspelled big, my dear.
What? I'm pretty sure that's
that's how it's spelled.
I need to update this.
And she points at the part that says asshole. I think they're there.
Oh shit.
The trails all seem to move in that direction, at the very least. And that's on the border of this spread of Svali's influence from the Voiceless Grove. I don't know if this asshole is going to be there.
Well, I hope not.
I don't even know what asshole is. You never told me.
Well, it's this large creature thing who was an absolute asshole to me. I did nothing wrong. It attacked me, left me with this burn under here. And then I've seen it a few times. Always fucking runs off.
I mean, that's a good thing, right? If it's scared of you.
I don't think it's scared. It's just like
Actually, sorry.
I have a question, Myers.
Princess.
There was a princess. I have a question. I know the merchant mentioned some stuff to us about asshole and the fact that it was that with the merchant. Was that law mentioned?
That was
with
with the merchant. Yeah.
He mentioned the fact that the creature was like the hag's
The mother.
pet.
The bleeding mother's pet.
Yeah.
Mother.
So if Sinza is hearing this, Sinza kind of like speaks up and is like, wait, do we know? Oh god, my lore is all getting mixed up in my fucking brain. Do we know that these? No, we don't know this, do we? No, never mind. Ignore me. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to know.
What are you referring to?
I'm referring to the fact. Okay, just to get my brain out. I'm referring to the fact that we know that some of the four are connected in a way, right?
Yeah.
So we know that the four are connected. Whether I can interpret the fact that we know these four are connected, because then we would know that the fucking fucktard who took Zani is going to asshole because he knows it's his pet. He's seeking refuge with this creature because it's the hag's pet, so it's one of theirs. That's where he's seeking refuge.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it did it.
You do know that like each of them is tied to you.
Yes.
And
But
that
the fact that
they are
they're tied-
effectively working in tandem.
Okay. We do know they're working in tandem.
You know that.
Okay.
That's something that the merchant has told you.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, Sinza is going to, I guess, word vomit and just say, if the executioner has gone to this creature, or asshole, it may be seeking some kind of refuge or protection. We know that the hag is tied to asshole. Kaiden and I found that out. So if these four are working in tandem together, then of course they're going to seek refuge with their fellow family/party member.
So Iris looks at you, Kaiden, and goes, okay, what does this place look like? Have you been there? What can you describe the creature in as much detail as you can?
Right, so it's pretty big. I've only just started describing.
No, you're doing great, Kaiden. Please continue. It's very
I'm
big.
trying.
How long is it?
It's probably about the size of that dragon, roughly. Maybe
You may be a bit bigger, yeah.
maybe a bit bigger. It's hard to tell. It's got a lot of tentacles and a lot of like hardened armor bits, kind of like on its neck and face. I
Jay,
don't
does
remember it having
roll me
eyes.
a nature check. Yes.
You said it burnt you. Was it like from its mouth or its teeth, or?
That's where these came from, isn't it?
Yeah, that as well. But it's also, but that was another encounter because I've fought him a few times.
19.
One time it burnt me.
This thing fucked you up, dude.
For someone to fuck Kaiden up this badly when he has so many fucking hit points, yeah.
I think you're muted, Toby.
Duncan, with this description, you're easily able to recognize what this creature is. Because you've seen versions of this thing in the deepest, darkest depths of the fucking ocean. This is some kind of mutated version of it, but that is very clearly an aboleth.
I'm gonna say this so casually. Be like, well, that sounds like an aboleth.
And Iris just stares at you like, a what?
No, it's an aboleth. Yeah, no, there's seen plenty of those down there. Don't necessarily like to interact with them, but it's a mark, you know. It's an aboleth. He starts to realize, well, that's right. That's terrible. It shouldn't be here. But hey, it shouldn't be here.
But aboleths are they're water-based creatures. They're not supposed to be on.
Well, this one has big limbs, like has big kind of like it looks more like a dragon kind of thing, and like it can like it will put its arms and fold up, and so it will float and do that.
That's horrific. As Iris kind of looks at you like,
would this be like some kind of different version of
you mentioned
whatever that is?
You mentioned this is like the pet of a hag.
It's a what? It's just Iris is like not filled in with this at all, so she's like, huh?
Iris, is it blood mother or bleed mother? What's it called?
Bleeding mother.
Iris, did your mother ever tell you tales about the bleeding mother?
Oh, that brings me back. Yes, mother used to say children's stories about that.
Yeah, so it's real.
Oh, it's real.
Yep. And that aboleth? That's his pet.
Oh.
The witch of the dry green is real. Oh. As she kind of just like pinches the bridge of her nose. Okay. And they've taken Zani there.
Yep.
You said this thing was possibly a water-based creature, but this one may not be water-based. Is there any water around here?
I mean, that area up there has quite a large lake.
Oh.
That sounds fun.
So
Duncan.
maybe it lives in the lake. She's just kind of like,
Water.
I never checked the lake every time like it ran off.
Okay. You can see Iris is doing her best not to panic.
Sinza's also doing the same thing.
Face. Yeah. Okay. I am now the Archdruid of this group. That is my job. I cannot leave to sort this out myself. Can I leave this in your hands?
Yeah, I mean I've
Sammy,
fought this thing before.
yes, but you got injured, King.
But I'm also better with magic. I'm stronger. I have my friends with me.
We're not going to charge in this time.
If it's living in the lake, I'm not charging anywhere.
We'll
Well,
get
apparently
it
it can fly, so maybe it won't be in the water.
out. We also have a fish man with us now.
That's true. Can you breathe underwater? Is that something you can do? Is that racist? I'm very sorry. She just kind of puts a hand over her mouth.
Do you have visible gills, out of curiosity, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's not offended. He's just like,
No, that's fine. No, this is perfect. I like this. We'll handle this, or I will handle this to the best of my abilities. But there will fit on my ship if I mount it.
You have a ship?
Yeah, don't you?
No.
You should get one. The market's right for it, and if you're gonna do more of this like lake fighting stuff, let me know.
I don't. You'll shoot a look over to Sinza. I don't think we're gonna go near the water much.
All of you apart from Jade, roll me a perception check, please.
Oh boy.
What are we perceiving?
Wait,
18 plus 1.
Ooh.
19.
10.
10,
17.
17. So, Kaiden, you're a bit more focused on, trying to recall information about Asshole. Whereas Sinza and Lyre, you're both looking at Duncan. You can see down the sides of Duncan's armor, there's almost like this gap on either side of his ribs. You can definitely, now you're looking at them, you can see the gills on his neck and along his jawline. But down the sides, there's almost like a fin that is folded in that looks like it can kind of be pulled up and out, almost like to help him swim or glide. And that seems like that's just kind of part of him. Little details on his person, such as kind of sections of his skin have carapace, almost like scale, over the top that is almost hardened. Looks like
Fish.
natural armor. He's a fish.
Fish.
He'd probably do quite well in the lake, given
Fish.
that's his thing.
Given fish.
It's preferred terrain. Lake.
Yeah, nice.
It's my preferred terrain.
Oh, that was race.
Fuck!
I've been racist to the fishman.
No!
It's a microaggression.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, like when he talks about the concept of going and dealing with an aboleth, it seems like Duncan's got some level of experience, at least with hunting large creatures, which you've noticed with the whole dealing with the dragon bullshit. A harpoon will work very well in water.
So will a goat.
I'm sure it will.
Since the thoughts are ticking over in her brain, and she's like, oh god, this guy hunts beasts. Oh god, wait, there's water. Oh god, this guy hunts beasts. Oh no.
Bad.
This is bad.
Can I entrust you to do this duty for me, for the grove?
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
All of you. I'm worried about you. I won't stop worrying until you come home.
We'll get him home. I won't miss this time.
That goes for all of you.
So you said we need a better name than Sack and Dragon Sack.
I'm not allowing you to call yourself Sack.
Well,
You understand the implication. You understand the implications better than Kaiden, right?
Look,
You mean
Sack
super awesome cool guys? That's what SAC stands for, right?
Oh, that's got a good ring to it. I really like that.
Super awesome, cool guys.
super awesome, cool guys. That'd be Sug.
Sug?
We are
Sug?
good
We
SAC.
suck. We're suck.
Look, we're all mutually assured destruction. We're mad. We'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You certainly
The
are.
mad Sug.
Sure, destruction. Oh, that was good. I like that.
Mad
I
lads.
wouldn't go that for, you know what? Part of the bit, part of the crew. It's just yep.
I would
Part of the
suggest
ship, part of the crew.
you slayed a dragon, so
Master
I don't know
Turner.
how to work that in.
Master
You are, you are kindred of the grove. That is, so you are welcome here, always. Whether you call yourself Sack or not.
Sug.
Yes,
SAC.
We are
'cause
kindred
that's
of Sack.
much easier to pronounce.
Sug.
Is that good?
I swear.
I think we might need time to workshop it still.
Hmm.
Yes, I think you do. Well, maybe workshop it while you're out trying to find Saemyth. Please.
Yeah.
We'll bring her
Or
home.
maybe Zani can help name it.
No.
I would not recommend that.
No.
She shakes her head. Okay, we'll get you kitted up and ready to go. I'm sure if you want anything made, Baylor will be able to do it pretty quickly if you need it.
Iris, out of curiosity, do you have a spell scroll of Dispel Magic at all?
I can talk to Ivy. I don't intend to carry scrolls on my person.
Okay. If you can get
But
that,
I'll have a look.
I'd appreciate that.
It might require some compensation.
Whatever he needs.
See what I can do. She nods to you. Okay. And as you all kind of begin to stand and and Iris is packing up her bits and bobs. That is where we are going to end our session. Yippee!
Wahoo!
Oh my fucking spine. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.